Did you know that in Singapore, it's actually illegal for a bank to give you credit limit for your credit card that is 6 times over your monthly salary? So for example, if they gave you a $10,000 credit card and then, those usual invites to increase your credit limit without doing any type of application, and they gave it to you without assessing your income and it went over 6 times your monthly salary, and for example, you were to default on it or not make repayments due to, being burdened by over interest repayments, they can't legally chase you for that money or send debt collectors to chase after you. According to the Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, like I said, unsecured debts cannot exceed 6 times their monthly income for the client that's applying for it. And once this 6 times limit has been reached, no financial institutions can be allowed to grant any increase in credit limits. If they don't listen, well, the client who receives the extra credit limit and spends all that money, well, the bank can't chase after them because they can't legally do it in the first place. And on top of that law, financial institutions cannot grant further unsecured credit card to borrowers who are 60 days behind on their credit card payments. I seriously think Australia should adopt this law like the Singaporeans. I speak to a lot of Gen Zs and millennials and they all get smashed by these type of credit card invites, First they start with 5,000, then 10,000, then 15,000, and I'm like, how did you get it? Oh, I don't know. I just pressed yes, they just gave me an invite. Well, what if there was a law in Australia right now that said all credit card providers, banks that issue credit cards that's over 6 times someone's monthly salary, and they went ahead and did it, and the person or the Gen Zs, the millennials that take up those credit cards couldn't afford it, well, the bank can't chase after them. You just have to write off that money, scot-free. Because it's such a disgusting conduct in Australia right now where, banks, credit card providers are getting people to increase their credit limit willy-nilly. I seriously think we should adopt this Singaporean law into Australia or modify it in some way. As a mortgage broker, I see a lot of young people amassing massive credit card debts that affect their borrowing capacity to get a home loan. And they just get further and further into debt. And this needs to stop. Jump in the comments. Let me know what you think about introducing this new law.